Hi everyone. Well, it has been busy with graduations and last day of schools, and so we are working with scraps. As you can see, look at this. This is like, I don't know, a year's worth of scraps. I don't know, but excuse me, time to do something with them. So here is a few that I've done. Tickets is what we're making. You can see on the back of these tickets is your index card. And those of you that don't have, I am using Tim Holtz tickets. This I've perforated. I mean, it's just super cute. They make adorable tags. And for those of you that don't have the Tim Holtz tickets, I will show you these here. This is what I was using. It's backwards, isn't it? Literally called Ticket Booth. It's CMS 337. If you've got any of the stamps, just put your stamps together and you can create anything that looks like a ticket. I have the die cuts that go to these tickets, but we're not using those. We are just going to do a little play here. This is how I figured I'm not giving them away like this, so I made kind of a matchbook. Very simple. You can decorate the matchbook however you want, but here are 3 little tickets here that sit in this little matchbook. And then we did this one, the same thing. There's 3 little tickets in there. 3 little tickets. I think there's 3 little tickets in here. So great use of scraps. Here are 2 tickets that are in this longer one. And then you can take these, do whatever you want to do with them. But this is what we're going to be making today so that we can use up some of this, so that we can use some of our stamps and just kind of have a play and kind of have fun. So, like I had mentioned, if you don't have index cards, no big deal. Just get out your paper, get out whatever you have that you can just have a good play at. I'm not gluing anything extra to these. We are just playing with the index cards. And I think if I do this, it's going to be easier for you to see. So let's do this and let's just get to stamping. And I've got this one right here. It's already on here, but you can see if you've got stamps that are rectangles, that are square, that are oval, it doesn't matter. Maybe you have some labels. Get your labels out, get your stamps out, look at your stamps, get your numbers. You can create your own little tickets without them technically being tickets. So we are, let me get a wipe. So I was out with one of my grandsons this morning and my daughter. We were looking at summer programs for him, and then we went to lunch, and so we're going to go see Mission Impossible with our son and family. So yeah, just trying to fit in my videos, trying to be able to do them. So there is one ticket. Clean this off. I should have paper towels, and of course I don't. I mean, should have been ready, but I'm not. Now I'm like, where? I'm missing a block. You're probably looking at it. I swear I had the block. It was right here, a stamp block. Right in front of me. Yeah, see guys, that's how it is right now with me. So I apologize for that. So let's look at This is a cool stamp here, a theater stamp. Let's see if it'll fit on here, and it will. So maybe let's do that. I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Believe it or not, you know, this is Thursday, and it is 102 today. So, it's supposed to go down into the 90s, and I'm like, well, doesn't really feel like it. Hot is hot. So there is that. And today, which is, you're seeing this on Friday, and today, meaning Friday, I am going to be having lunch with Dana, so that's going to be fun. Okay, Market Square Theater, let's use this one. And see if we can get 2 on here. It's just, this is just a really, really cute use of some of these scraps that you kind of look at and going, they're so odd. I mean, look at that, just odd looking. And you can go with the flow of the lines or not. I really don't think it matters. Let's see, do we have any other? Here's a short one right there. Let's do these. We'll do another one of these. On here. Okay. And I cannot find the die cut that goes to these stamps. You know, this is what happens. I was looking for all of my die cuts, and I had gotten these folders, and I had organized all my die cuts. Then I couldn't find the folders. Then I found the folders, and there was nothing in the folders. I mean, how bizarre is that? There was nothing in the folders, and then I found these magnetic boards that I ended up putting them on, and well, like this admit one. And then I can't find the die cuts that go to these tickets. So I have to go on a big hunt, and that's what happens. I am not an organizer. You've heard me say this many times before. And so when I do organize, I can never find anything afterwards. Probably because nothing really makes any sense. Can we fit this in down here? I think we can. So there's another one, and the lines on this go this way, even though it really doesn't matter. And we'll put one going this opposite way. And then we will let's do this one. Let's see if I can do this without taking that one off. Might be able to do 2 of these. So there's, nope, I can't. All right. We'll do that one, and then we'll do these, and then let's get to decorating. So you can see, you could back these if you wanted with some cardstock. I did not want to do that. I just wanted something where we just used the index card and didn't go to all the hassle of the glue and all that. I mean, that really is why I didn't want to do that. So I think we can put this away for now. Let's pull this out because I don't want them all white like this. You can use them like this, that's fine. I want them more vintage looking. let's get this out of here. Get this. So I'm going to take my vintage photo. I'm going to take my brush, and we are going to put some color on here. And you can put color on the back side or not. That's strictly up to you. I am going to do that. So there is one set. So you're going to decorate these however you want them to be. You may not want yours to be vintage. You might like the white, and of course it depends too on what you're going to use them with. Then we're going to cut them out, and I got out my ink splots, and I started using those on these, and I got out some circles and some red and started using that. So it's just a good way to use up scraps, because I went from 1 scrap container to 2 scrap containers, and I'm like, Charlotte, it's just too much. You know, and it's blotchy. Do you see that? Well, that's okay. That doesn't bother me. If that bothers you, then you may want a different way of doing this. This brush, I included in the journal, not this particular type of brush. I got this in a grabby box, but I did include ink pads, I think, in last month's kit, and brushes. So the brush is easy to use. It's fun to use. And it doesn't shred. Believe it or not, guys, it doesn't shred. And you know me. And I did get out a new one, and do you see that? Yep, it's already shredding. So I thought, I'm getting the brush out, and I'm just going to work with the brush for a little while. So I think this is probably good enough. And so we are going to decorate some of them and make homes for them, because don't think I'm going to keep any of these. These will be a giveaway for next week, because I've got those. So I will off camera continue to make these. Oh, I have these as well. So, okay, well, let's play. Let's play a little bit. So I think I am going to maybe use the perforated. This pattern of scissor is called Stamp, and it's a Fiskars. And it came with a set many years ago that I had gotten at Costco. Oh, probably 5 or more years ago. I think I've got several decorative scissors that they had in their office department. Okay, so there's 2. And I did this with some, and then some I just used the decorative stamp zigzag on the ends. Some I did all the way around. It just depends on what you want, the look that you're after, what you want to do. There's no right or wrong. There's just whatever you like. So I think we're going to perforate this. So we're just going to stamp the edge like that. We're going to cut this like that. And then we're going to use the Tim Holtz perforator. And we're going to perforate these and fold them up. So you can see just how easy that is to do. But I think we might do a couple more things to that first. So let's get this out of the way. Let's cut this. When I was doing these, I thought, okay, Charlotte, well, you have to have a vessel for these because most of them are individuals. They're not like on a roll. So there has to be a vessel to carry them, right? And I think I'm only going to do this at the bottom, and I'm going to leave that one like that. And then you can come back if you want and you can ink all the ends. I'm not worried about that, so I'm not going to do it. If you wanted them to be more inked or more shabby looking, if you want to bend them, maybe you want to sand them, maybe you really, really want them to look like they've been in somebody's pocket or somebody's wallet for years and years. I don't need that, so I'm not worried about it. But these make great tags. They're just fun. So let's go ahead and see what I mean. You can easily write on these. And then I think but it's just a really, really great use of scraps. So we've got that. Let's do this one. On the ends, like they've been torn off. Sometimes I look at my stamps and I think you paid good money for these and you're not using them. We have to do better. Okay, so we've got this. Let's get rid of all of this little mess. And let's decorate some of these. So we want to perforate this, and we're going to perforate this using a craft mat and this little Stampin' Up! Perforator right here. See that? So what you're going to do is try not to go all the way through, because I've done that before too. And this makes little, see the little perforations are not straight, but see that? So we can bend them up like this. See, that's pretty cool. They're not straight at all, but it's okay. And you can tear those apart. So super cute. And I think we're probably, no, we're not done with that because we've got that. So we've got those, but I want to do something, I want to add something more. So where I've got my ink blots, I've got my, where's my big circle? This is the field notes. I'm going to use this, and I think this little guy here, and I'm going to back this up like that, and I'm going to get my block, and I think got my little red. I think this was a grabby sponge. I try to use these when I can. adds a little bit of something else to that, and I think I want to do ink blot. Remember these? I think this also came out of Grabby. I think, I'm not positive. This one I used before. I'm going to use this one here. And let's see. Doesn't need to be perfect at all. You don't want it perfect. I don't want it perfect anyway. So let's see. Just kind of fold them over like that, so they just look like they're used. Like that. Do a couple more. Maybe we'll do some red. Okay, we'll do this little one. Just for some color. It's nice to have just a little bit of color pop out. Like that. I mean, it looks, I think, more authentic when you've got some color. And you can use any color. I'm using red, but it doesn't matter. And you can see you don't have to be precise by any means. Like that. Okay, so now we've got these tickets. So what are you going to do with the tickets? I will finish these up. We'll give these away next week, so I will finish those up offline. So you're not sitting here watching me do more of the same. So now it's like, okay, well, you've got all these tickets. What are you going to do with them? Well, we need something to put them in. So I'm going to show you what I came up with, how I came up with this. I just had a bunch of, I mean, look at how fun this is. Gotta admit, that's really fun. So I got into my scraps. Like, this is just a piece of scrap. And I didn't even measure. Not really. I just thought, if you're gonna make it be like a matchbook, probably could leave that on. Yeah, let's leave that on. So I think we'll just do one because the process is the same. So let's do something with maybe this size. So if you fold this up, you just want enough to be able to fold this down and let it grab something. So I'm going to fold this just in thirds. So here is the bottom. And the bone folder. Okay, and then I am going to take just a little piece out of the top. So index cards have gone in the mail except for the couple that I have that are purchasing the journal kit. Those that are purchasing the journal kit, I am just going to go ahead and put in your index card win in your kits, because I mean 73 cents, guys. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to be sending you a box anyway, so we'll just put the kit, we'll just put it in with your kit. Okay, so I didn't glue the sides. You can glue the sides if you want and literally make a pocket. I did not glue the sides. When you fold this down, if you glue your sides, you're not going to be able to tuck this. But if you want to make a pocket, you can. I'm just going to take my stapler so that this stays up, won't open. And then you're just going to take your little tickets. Obviously the large ones are not going to fit in here, but these perforated ones will fit in here. And here's another large one. Let's see, that's the same, that's the same. Okay, well, there'll be two the same. We're not going to worry about it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just eyeball this and come down. You have to come down enough that this will stay in the little tuck spot, but not enough to bend your tickets over. So there you go. So what you're going to do then is take this little piece and decorate it any way you want. I mean, you could add anything to the front, stickers, whatever. You open it up and you've just got these really cute little ticket tags. So this is what today's make was, and I got to tell you guys, I hope you're happy with this make. I had no clue what I was going to do, and this came to me, and I was so grateful that it did come to me. So this is our cute little make today, and I hope that you will try this because it is really a great scrap buster. Now let's say you don't have, I don't have the ticket stamps. Well, you could take any of these stamps, line them up. You could take, this would make a stamp, put a number up on the top. This would make a stamp, put a number. This would make a ticket. You just go ahead and layer, and you'll be surprised how easy it is, and it's just a lot of fun. So with that being said, I am going to close this out with our giveaway, and catch me tomorrow because I should be Saturday revealing the kit. If the journal kit's not on Saturday, definitely will be on Sunday, but I'm going to try really hard to get it out for Sunday. Remember this, or for Saturday. Remember the pop-up? This is what we are giving away, these pop-ups. So, all right. So first pop-up, let me grab a couple paper clips. Okay, Miss Beverly Nielsen, here you go, honey. One of these pop-ups is coming your way. And the second pop-up is going to Miss Carol Luce. All right, Carol, this is going to come your way. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend that you really, really enjoy. Be safe. I hope your weather is good, and I hope, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Give it a try, guys. Don't be intimidated. Get your scraps out because I know you have them. Get your stamps out because I know you have those as well. And have a go at this fun little project. And I will catch you over the weekend with the journal kit. 4 of them are gone. I did create 10, so 6 should be in my shop. Everyone, thank you so much for all your support. Big hugs. Take care. Bye, guys.